What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry and I am the Crypto Vet. This is video number 2 for today. Thanks again for everybody who's been subscribing. I said I had like 6 subscribers in the past day. I really appreciate it. I said I really want to bring this content to whoever I can, and I can't do it without you guys. I said I'm really lucky to have gotten to the space a couple years ago. For the people who asked in the thing, I wish I obviously didn't get into Bitcoin when I should have, but my best friend told me to when I had $2,000 to invest. Instead, I bought a house, which wasn't a bad investment. I sold that house a couple years ago, made almost $80,000 more than I bought it for. So it was still a really good investment, but that $2,000 would have been worth millions now. But everybody is still early to the game. The real bull run is going to be happening soon, and the fact that you are looking up crypto now shows that you are a badass mofo and you are going to be rich one day. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I post sometimes some of my real quick trades that I think are going to be going up soon, so if you should jump in now. I also do news, and then I also update my videos on there, so if you don't have the notification bell thingy clicked, you can just get it on Twitter. That way you don't get bothered. But if you do want my videos ASAP, hit that thing, like, subscribe. We'll get this out to more people. Tons of affiliate links down below so you can get discounts. And if you have any questions about anything scam related, anything like that, hit up the Discord, links below. And as I said, I will look into it. It's how I might even buy a little bit of it just to test it for you, because like I said, that's what I'm doing this for. Is I want people to not be scared of crypto, and I want you guys to succeed in this space with all of us. So today I'm just going to talk about Ethereum, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of altcoins, as well as how to pick those altcoins. And I made a little stupid PowerPoint. Felt like I'm back in school here, but I thought the PowerPoint might be a good way to just kind of put the information together and kind of give you a guide that if you want to do this on your own, how to do it, or at least my methodology on how I do it. When I'm doing surgery, I follow a procedure. I do everything very, very similar, so that way my results are very consistent. And this can be applied as in cryptocurrency as well when it comes to picking altcoins. So again, thank you guys so much. Can't do this without you, but let's get started. So on CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin is, if you want Bitcoin analysis, check out my last video, but Bitcoin is at 11,862, and Ethereum is right here stuck under the 400. We hit up to about 414, but it's right now above 400, and I'm going to show you why Ethereum is so undervalued. Shout out to Space Duck for asking me to do an Ethereum technical analysis. I did a little bit, but I was asked to use could you look a little bit more into it? Maybe some more price targets and all that. And then the more digging I did, I saw something that I think is just crazy, and I'm going to show that to you and how I came up with this on my trading view. And I think Ethereum has so much room to grow. If ETH 2.0 comes out and the proof of work, proof of stake model can make it to where mining isn't the main source of integrity in the network as well as profit, it's going to be absolutely crazy. Other projects very similar to that, which I really support, would be things like Elrond. Charles Hoskinson is such a humble guy. I mean, this guy will put out videos at 4 in the morning saying, asking for help from the community on a problem that, if anybody has a quick fix to programmers, things like that. And then, at the end of the video at 4 in the morning, he's like, yep, I got a board meeting at 8 a.m. where I'm going to reallocate more funds to fix this problem. I mean, the guy is busting his ass for this network. And, Elrond's mainnet launched, I think, about 3 or 4 days ago. And, there's so much room for it to grow as well. So let's go ahead and jump into Ethereum. Let me get rid of my, here we go, Ethereum. We're just going to start here on the daily chart, right? Ethereum's been hot. Look at that. Look at that. This motherfucker's just straight up, right? Which, for me, when I saw this, I was just like, okay, great. I have Ethereum, several Ethereum. I don't have enough to stake or 32 or anything like that, but, I've got a lot. And I also have a lot of ERC20 tokens. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, we're overbought. We are doing good as far as this. We got a lot of volume down here at the 240 to 50 range and below, just showing that, if it does drop, we got support here, right? But I didn't do exactly what I told everybody to do when you're evaluating your token. I've been so I've been doing, every day updating my charts, and I didn't, do what I always do and just step back and take a look. So that's what we are gonna do. Let's step back. So we were gonna just go to, let's do the 2-day. I'm gonna go back. So if we go to this, what do we see here? We had a high around 282, and this is back in February. We all know what happened right around March. We're still recovering from that shit right now, and to me personally, I think it's gonna get worse because the U.S. doesn't only think about money and greed. They don't think about the people's lives and the fact that if we just shut down one more time, yeah, we'd lose a lot of money, but we could potentially get this shit under control and go higher. But instead, we got greedy, put off stimulus, not gonna lock up again, and we're probably gonna crash even harder. But if we saw here, like I said, I love the W's only because the W's show a setup, and if I would have saw this, W's forming all on top of each other, I probably could have been here for this breakout earlier. Let's go back even more, and let's just check out everything. So let me get my visible range off of here so we can, see a little bit more. All right, so we got all the way back here to May of 2017. We had this huge jump in December, January. Again, this is when Bitcoin did it. Bitcoin brought all its homies with them. And we can see that we dropped down, and from there we have just been kind of toppling almost. We had a low, $73 back in December of 18, and we have just barely trickled our way up. Where we had say a high, but 365 was the highest we got in June of last year. We did all this crap again, and then now we're where we're at. Okay, well, what does this mean overall? Well, if we just do something, let's do a fib fan. Okay, I'm gonna just click here, and let's go. Find the best setup for this right there. Okay, and so this is just like the Fibonacci tool that I use to predict prices. The Fibonacci is wonderful. It's an addition of numbers. 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, and moving on up, 5, 8, 13, and this gives us these fractals of, like, in a sense, psychology, where based off of these numbers, everybody will see the same thing somehow, right? By applying these, you get a good idea of where the next point is going to be. So I started the fib fan here specifically because as we were going, you can see that in these different channels, we have found resistance and support in different spots. So like I specifically did the 1 to 2 here because this is where that topped out, and you can see it topped out again here. If we come out to this side, we see this consolidation pattern. This is going to be between October of 19 all the way until July of this year. And let's just kind of head over to here. What are you barking at? Shh. All right, and we'll come to here. We have our first run from 225 up. And right now we are at that 400 point. Yeah, we are overbought, but Ethereum is very, very, very undervalued. Okay, so when we were back here and it went up to $1,400, the market cap, I was trying to find the actual statistic, but I ended up closing it down, and I wanted to get this video out by 3 p.m. like I promised. So if we were back here, the market cap was ridiculous, and here we had nowhere near the fundamentals that we have now. We have the potential release of ETH 2.0. I guess everything's still in phase 0. There's a lot of time going up. Gas prices on Ethereum to run the network and validate are very, very, very high. Like if I open my MetaMask now and I try to do a transaction, the fee is ridiculous, right? And this all comes down to the proof of stake, proof of work model that they're trying to solve by making it to where just being a miner is not the way to do blockchain. And I think as we go into the future, mining will be probably cut out completely. It works for Bitcoin because Bitcoin has this ridiculous network, the most secure, largest network in the world as far as validation for this consensus network. And if you don't understand how blockchain works, as everything, you got multiple computers everywhere. Each one has access to the same information. The second new information is put on there, everybody gets the information. So if one person tries to change it, there's 999 million people that go, nah, homie, that ain't what it actually is. That's wrong, right? So you've got everybody checking everybody to ensure that all of the information is correct. And that's great with the algorithms that we have for blockchain. So every block of Bitcoin is a validated token, I guess. I can't think of the word now. It's a validation on the network saying that, yes, this is where all the transactions went, everything did this, everything did that. So you don't have to worry about somebody else lying in the long run. Right? Well, with Ethereum 2.0 and a lot of these other networks, the proof of work is still there to an extent, but also we have proof of stake. So by holding tokens on the network and using that to validate, you don't have to actually run these algorithms to keep that security high. You can do it by the volume of tokens that are available as like a liquidity pool in a sense. Okay, but the reason I brought this fib fan specifically is right where we had this increase here, we're heading on our way up. Well, if we take the last time we were in this little spot here, right? We had a drop down, came up, and then, actually let me zoom in. Here we go. Get my ugly mug out of there. So if we see this last time we're coming up before the last bull run, and I'm doing this specifically because Bitcoin is setting up the same way it did for the last bull run, as well as a lot of other tokens. We can see here that we came up, we tested this point, and then we shot off. Well, what number is that right there? That's $400, right? That's $400 right there. Okay? So, let's put that line. What the fuck happened after we did that? Okay, so just, I could be 100% wrong, but if we had this double top here, and then we shot up, and this was before Ethereum was shit. This was before Ethereum was good. That's what happened. That move right there is what happened. All right? And the reason I've been hesitant on Ethereum is only because I don't like it when things go up too fast. Right? Because when they go up too fast, they can come crashing down real fast. But I don't really think that's going to happen with Ethereum because I don't think the accurate price of Ethereum is being shown at this moment. So if we just take that, we know where it's going to go. It's going to go right back to that high that we had before. So with Bitcoin going up to a certain point, it's going to bring its homies with them, right? So if Bitcoin, say, goes up to 20,000, that right there is where Ethereum will mostly come back up to touch its all-time high. The difference now is Ethereum has so much utility. Every ERC20 token on the network that is a crazy, ridiculously good project on its own too, is going to help bring Ethereum up. And I just really think that it is now time for Ethereum to shine. I see this staying right here in this little area for a little bit longer. This will potentially be just like everything else. We're going to, come up, maybe come down, bounce real fast, and then, to the moon we can go. As far as, besides this just random thing that I saw, with that double top there, us, testing it now, trying to make that into support. If Ethereum turns this into a support, I see no possible way for it to ever drop below $400 again. And that was the reason why I wanted to bring up this fib fan as well as show that top, is I don't see it ever going to be going below $400 again. So, if you want Ethereum, I'm a doctor / idiot, don't do anything I say, but I don't think you will ever have a chance again to buy Ethereum for under $400. If you do, it'll be very short-lived, so you better have like a limit order set or be like hovering over your laptop so that way you can buy it. I think Ethereum is just going to absolutely dominate And let me get this off the log. The reason I have the 2-day up as well is, you know, I talked about in the other videos the 3 white soldiers. So, you know, we have 1 green candlestick, 2, 3, you know, all the way up. So we have 2, 3 white soldiers like in a row, basically. Well, these last 3 don't actually count just because those wicks. Well, no, it still would, because this wick did not extend lower than the body of this candle. None of them did. So yeah, we've got 2 pairs of 3 white soldiers on the 2-day. If we go to the 1-day, you know, you can see how many that is there. But now on the weekly, we're doing the same thing with Bitcoin. We're forming those 3. This is a very, very bullish pattern. So I think that we will probably stay here for, you know, maybe another week or so. But I think the second Bitcoin takes off, Ethereum will take off, and then at that point we'll start to see some separation, because then the use case of Ethereum at a higher value will redetermine its place in the whole crypto space. I think that, you know, our next big resistance is going to be right around $500, which that would be it if we were to try to shoot up there right now. But if we were trying to get up there later, I think 450 is going to be our next little hurdle. But once we break past that, okay, let me see, 449. Once we break past that, it's gone. It's gone. You ain't ever gonna see it again. Be the last time you can buy Ethereum. So if you're trying to buy staking pool to get up to 32, let me see. Let me pull up that calculator. Let's get it. So let me switch this to everything. So if we go to the calculator, let's say it's $400, and you want to stake. I think this is the lowest price you're going to get to have your own staking pool of Ethereum, and it's going to be right now. But that's just my opinion. Again, you know, I ain't that smart. I am a doctor/idiot, not financial advice. But I see so much room for Ethereum to grow. There's just so much good stuff behind it, and it is going to go crazy. Okay, so that was it for Ethereum. I'm not going to cover XRP today because right now XRP is just doing the same thing. Just on a quick sense, if you want, what does this look like right here on the hourly chart? Let me say we got a little flag forming. So, you know, I'll probably be watching maybe, and I'll probably post it in my live trades. I will probably try to catch this next breakout. You know, we have some highs here. We smashed the shit out of those, and now we got a little pennant flag forming. I will probably set up a trade and put that on my Discord, so that way if you're interested, go from there. Look at all this volume below us, ain't shit above us, we going up. But click on XRP. So let's go ahead and start on altcoins. So like I said, I created this little bitty PowerPoint. Where's that button at? Okay, so how to pick your own altcoins, you know, from 3, 2, 1 to blast off. So on this here, it's nothing crazy, but I want you to have a procedure. So if you want to, let's say you heard of some random ass token and you're like, man, what is this token? Should I invest in it? Can I be the next millionaire by investing just $100 in this coin? You damn well could, right? But you got to be educated when you do it, and you got to understand the information, and the biggest thing, where do you find the information? So sources of information that I found, I've tried Token Metrics. I don't have their highest tier category, but I have the one right below that. Already pretty expensive. It's like $100 a month, but so far it's actually helped me pick 2 coins that have made me more than that $100. So, you know, cost to use ratio there, not a bad pick, right? So Token Metrics is a paid subscription service that uses a AI to help pick coins that are boosting based off of lots of information. They use social media, they use their white paper, the GitHub download amounts, they use Google Trends as far as search availability. It does its own automated technical analysis, and it also does price predictions. So far, the price predictions for like the big ones, the big coins, haven't been that accurate, but when it comes to some of those smaller coins, they have been pretty on point. The next one would be CoinMarketCap. There's tons of other websites just like this, CoinGecko, tons of things. All it is this here is going to show you its total market cap, information on where to get it, as well as where it stands against other cryptos. TradingView, which every day you guys come and watch my videos, TradingView is what I use to chart and make all of my plans as far as cryptocurrency goes, as well as getting new news, because at the bottom right it has news feeds. Sometimes I'll check gold and silver, I'll check the CME futures. I keep my templates on here so that way I can see how long macro trends are forming. And then of course, you got to have Google Trends, social media. So if you're on Twitter, and I'm not a big social media guy, I got Twitter just for this. My Instagram, has a couple pictures of my car and my dog, but I usually more use it to just stay in touch with friends from vet school. You said I'm not a big social media guy, but I'm trying my best since I really enjoy doing the YouTube stuff. But what people do in the market and in the social media can be a huge thing. You just take TikTok for example. Some little kid just started dancing with Dogecoin, and boom, I made $200 on Dogecoin that I bought just as a joke, right? So don't underestimate the power of social media and things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to my screen here, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of those sources. So every day I start off with CoinMarketCap, but CoinMarketCap can do so much more than just tell you, that Bitcoin is #1. So, let's just pick something that I like. Let's do VeChain, right? So if you just go to the top, just search VeChain. All right, and you click on it, VeChain, rank 18. It has a link to their website. Here, it shows you their current market cap right at $1 billion, total supply, circulating supply. Come down here, it'll show you its price compared to Bitcoin and its volume. It shows cryptocurrencies on the right here. Let me move me off of here. Oops. I guess I just have to scroll down. There we go. You can see here, coins that do similar purposes. From here, you can just click on this and just go to the website. Okay, what the hell is VeChain, right? And now from VeChain, you can go ahead and look at what's their documentation, who are they doing stuff with? Their white paper. Let's see what they did to get all this money, investments, what their whole purpose is. So if you have a new coin that you don't know anything about, and all of a sudden you go to their website and you try to find all these other information and it's not there, well then, all right. Sorry about that, guys. And so you can come here and you don't know what's going on. You can go, okay, this might be a scam or something like that, right? So, having all these sources available to you is going to help you pick better things. As far as Google Trends in my other videos, I always just, whenever I think something hot's about to happen, I go and do other people think Bitcoin's about to be hot? So, searching Google Trends, all of that is really good to get you some sources. Okay. So, if we come on down, next, let's say you find a coin, right? Let's say you find something. Let's see what it does. So for this next step, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about Energy Web Token. The reason why is because I had Space Duck in the Discord asked me about Energy Web Token, and anytime you guys have questions, I'm going to do my best to actually get this stuff out to you. So I went ahead and did exactly what I'm showing you in this little stupid PowerPoint, how I learned about Energy Web Token. So first, I use Token Metrics. So again, unless you have a subscription, oh my god, that is bright. Hold on one second. Let me just turn this down. There we go. I use Token Metrics, and if you come in here, I just searched Energy Web Token. They are currently scoring this token at the moment. So it didn't have as much information as it did before because it's redoing it only because lots of things are happening for this token. So on here it says that the overall grade is horrible, fundamentals is horrible, technical analysis around 50%. The reason it's showing this is because right now it is currently scoring its new fundamentals as well as new overall grade. So let's just go to technical analysis because this is going to be what's compared to Bitcoin, and right now I'm on the value investor because I'm looking for long term versus just trying to trade now. And in the monthly, we have overall a mix between bullish and bearish, and I did my own, stop, what are you doing, dogs? I did my own TA on it, and I do agree with this. It does look like bullish, lots of room to grow. But we can't just base it off of that, right? So let's go to the performance metrics. How is Energy Web Token? We don't know anything about it, right? I haven't said a word about it. We just know what it's called, EWT. Bitcoin compared to EWT. Look at that. EWT has been performing crazy compared to Bitcoin. And so I was like, okay, that means money is getting dumped into this project. What is this project? Is it good? So I just went over here to price predictions only because afterwards, once I tell you a little bit more about it, you can see here that their price predictions have pretty much followed what they thought was going to happen. And look at this. They're predicting it to go up, right? Everything goes up and down, right? So, now I'm a doctor/idiot. Do not buy or sell shit because of me. This is not financial advice, but I actually bought a little bit, not much, I think like 5 or 6, which I will show you here in a second. So right now in token metrics, because they're still scoring it, I can't get you much more information on it. So we went to digging. So if we went back to the PowerPoint, what did I say? We need to use our sources, right? Token metrics, we tried that, all right? Coin market cap, we went there to look at other coins. So let's go there now and see what we got. So after going to CoinMarketCap, I just clicked, we'll do Energy Web Token. Alright, so let's go to their website. We can see that they have, about $76 million market cap, which is nothing compared to everything else, right? We have a circulating total supply. We've got some coins that are similar to it. And we got a website, announcement board, technical documentation, and then an overall show of how it's doing, right? Down here we can get a quick description on it. It says it's a native token to the Energy Web chain. It's a proof of authority Ethereum virtual machine blockchain specifically designed to support enterprise-grade applications in the energy sector. This company is trying to completely revamp the energy grid in a green way. This is a non-profit organization, and they're trying to make it to where if you have all the energy that's in the world, all the electricity that's being produced, no matter what the source is, propane, electric, whether it's fossil fuels or wind, no matter what it is, a way to track where energy is coming from to help reduce our carbon footprint and emissions in the world, as well as start having an ability to reallocate the energy more efficiently, because we have some places where there's no electricity and we have others where we've got so much stored that we have no way to even get it elsewhere. So I see this being very, very good. There's a problem. Problem is, making energy efficiency more efficient, and we have a solution, blockchain, to help manage any type of, in a sense like VeChain, where like if you want to be able to track where it goes, this here is another way to show like, okay, this came from here. This is okay. You gave us this much energy that only cost you this much, and your carbon footprint is lower. So however you want to apply the blockchain to this model, you have a way now using this energy web token to bring huge industrial, corporate and commercial energy producers to actually all integrate and be more efficient. All right, so we have this little information here, but let's go ahead and go to their website. So I clicked on their website. Here it says the Energy Web Token is a global nonprofit organization accelerating a low-carbon, customer-centric electricity system by unleashing the potential of blockchain and other decentralized technologies. So they launched this in 2019. They've been slowly getting more and more support, and their goal is to bring this out to everybody, so that way these big companies, if say they're short on, and I could be wrong about this, but this is how I see them utilizing it. I couldn't find like an actual use because this is still at the beginning, but this would be like say you're a big company on the East Coast and you're a small company in like somewhere on the East Coast. Well, you can't produce enough power at this certain area, or you need more power to supply your customers. In a sense, we could find another company that has got extra and cheaply and efficiently change and exchange these different tokens for energy to help supply it to other people who need it, as well as seeing where is the energy costing too much and where can we potentially not produce as much electricity over here. Like say we don't need to do it coal on this side because we got plenty of wind over here. And then there's also tons of other ways that this can be used on their specific decentralized blockchain. So it says in 2019, EnergyWeb launched the EnergyWeb Chain, the world's first open source enterprise blockchain platform tailored to the energy sector. EW's technology roadmap has since grown to include the EnergyWeb Decentralized Operating System, a blockchain plus suite of decentralized solutions. And when it comes to DeFi, having your own set of completely separate from everybody else, because why would someone who's on social media need to be validating some big company's energy thing? Only the big companies that are all in the same group need to be validating each other, thus they can have their own blockchain. EW's also grew the largest energy blockchain ecosystem comprising utilities, grid operators, renewable energy developers, corporate energy buyers, and others. This here has the potential to completely link all of this together and just make something that was so inefficient before, just like the SWIFT, Nostro Vostro accounts and money system that we use for global finance. This is taking a smaller, maybe not a smaller market, there could be just as much money there, but taking a different sector and utilizing blockchain specifically for that. So if we go back to our PowerPoint, we have here, I put CoinMarketCap as a place to get information, and we went and found our way to their website. Now that we know a little bit more about it, we need to do two things about this coin. We need to know where does it stand as far as a token and everything else, and we also need to know where does it speak. So, and I'm going to get into what that is here in a second. So where does it stand? We need to know the fundamentals. So what is this based off of? What's the purpose? Its utility? Competition? Is it currently in a high or a low? Does it have people working on it still? Sometimes these coins, people fade out because the project doesn't get investment. So you need to look into that. Or is this a scam? Is this a wonderful coin that I'm reading about, or is it just a scam? People can really paint up something and it'll look absolutely amazing. And this could be one of those things that looks absolutely amazing, and it's dog shit, right? And that's the risk you take right now in the world of crypto, but I don't think that this is the case. So as far as where does EnergyWeb stand, I think it stands really well. This is their white paper, and I'll include all this in the bottom. This just goes more into exactly what it does, exactly how the tokens will work, be used, how they plan on tackling certain project or certain issues in the market. So all of this is available from them. Here's the full white paper. This is just how I got to it. So there's 32 pages explaining everything you need to know, governance, where they plan to go. So let's head to the roadmap. Oh, we have partners here. So I always like to see people who are joined with them, because the more people that are with it, there's more people who have stuff to lose, right? The more people have stuff to lose, the more people that might yell at these assholes if they do something stupid. But I saw some big names in here. I'm sure you guys have heard of Shell. Have you ever bought gas in the US? Shell. This is a company that's pretty damn big, GE. Although they might be going bankrupt. Last I looked, their stock was like $6 and they're getting pumped up by the Fed, so who knows. But these are big companies that are looking into utilizing blockchain. That's awesome. That's exactly what we need in the crypto space. So as far as where does it stand, it stands like EnergyWeb token has got a pretty good foundation, and has an idea of where it can go from here. That goes back to this. So as far as fundamental goes, they're basing their own blockchain. It's out open source. Their purpose is to solve energy efficiency and other problems faced with large energy companies. The utility is there. Competition, if we go back to CoinMarketCap, we can see related cryptocurrencies. We've got Travala. So I don't think many of these are actually competition. I think these are just coins that act in a similar way. If I do find some competition, I will let you guys know. In a high or a low, well, right now it's actually just in a medium, right? So if I go to, let me type everything in and head on back. So let's go to TradingView. Here's the EnergyWeb token. This is all the information we have. This is EWT to Bitcoin. We have when they started back in whatever chart I'm on now. Oh, KuCoin is when KuCoin is actually where you can purchase this. You have to use Bitcoin. That's the only pair. So if you go to KuCoin and you deposit any Bitcoin in there, you can go immediately to the KuCoin trading pair, or Bitcoin in Energy Web Token trading pair, and you can use Bitcoin to purchase EWT, and it can be stored on KuCoin. There are also several other wallets that can hold it. But I mean, like, look at this. We are in an uptrend. And based off of here, we had sell. We stayed in this ascending triangle here almost. We broke out, and now we are testing it as support. So I mean, this is where I think is going up, especially with use case more going there. But again, we don't have much info on this, so this could just be the first setup for a huge dump, right? But in just a short term, based off what we know on the token and everything, it seems like it would be not too bad of a buy. And so we're going to go ahead now. So where does it speak? And for this part, you know, it's like analysis and trend ranking. We don't have much to actually go off of for that. So, you know, this is kind of a new territory here. And then just trading psychology. Well, now that I've talked about Energy Web Token, I searched it. I found 2 YouTubers so far who talked about it, and they both put it as their 100x potential. BitBoy Crypto talked about Energy Web Token. So as far as trading psychology, this would probably be a coin where a lot of people may potentially FOMO in, hoping that they could potentially go to the moon with this coin being worth $1,000 a piece versus, you know, just $11 or $12, whatever it is right now. So if we go back here, so as far as trading psychology goes, trading psychology, I see it right now being a very FOMO time. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. You know, you could be buying in now before the launch, or you could be buying in now before the dump. So for me, I wouldn't put a lot of money into this, but you know, it could be worth $50 just to see how it is. So I'm a doctor/idiot. This is not financial advice. Analysis and trend ranking. You know, it's in a bullish trend compared to its start. It is listed on a major exchange, KuCoin, which is good. You don't have to, you know, fucking go into a damn gutter and, you know, pay a guy to take, you know, I'm not even getting that. You don't have to do anything crazy to get this coin, and you can buy it on KuCoin. Okay, so, and with all of that, you know, you now have a way to judge whether or not something is actually good or a good buy. So, you know, the next one that I was looking into are 2 even smaller cap coins. One is called Votecoin. This one here is very, very small. But after getting a request to look into it, I mentioned in one of my first videos months ago how blockchain would be the perfect solution for voting now, especially with coronavirus. For, you know, the next election here in November, using blockchain and a specific token would prevent all these people who don't have, you know, all the dead people who end up voting, you know, people's dogs that end up voting. You know, blockchain could solve that by having a consensus model. You know, every single county could have its own node to validate everybody else, so that way nobody could, you know, lie about this here. So the Agora vote token currently only has a market cap of $170,000, so this has tons of room to grow if it was worth something. So we'll look into the white paper and all that here later. And then the other one is just Votecoin, which is VOT, and sorry about that. This is why I usually record at night, because the dogs just bark all the fucking time. Alright, but so for Votecoin, which is VOT, this one only has a market cap of 36,000. So these two are both very, very, very risky. However, the purpose and utility is very, very, very good. It just depends on how they actually do it, and if people will actually utilize it, or if the government will utilize it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really like doing this, and I hope that you were able to learn something, find a way to actually pick your own coins on your own. You know, so the PowerPoint was, you know, just to kind of give you like a guide. Make sure to question yourself when you're looking into this, and don't don't get wrecked, right? Because this, you worked hard for your money. I don't want you to lose it trying to go into an altcoin. But like, if you are trying to do it, make sure you have the information available to be badass and go from there. So please like and subscribe if you like this video. Tell me in the comments if this was still too long, if you want them shorter. If there's other things you want me to look into, join the Discord group. And like I said, you have full access to me anytime I'm just sitting around chilling, which is all the time. I am considering not going back to work at all, only since I tore my meniscus in my right knee in December. Haven't got it fixed because of Corona and elective surgeries. So, and then I've been doing very, very well on crypto, where I may not have to work anymore. So if you guys want me to keep doing this, please let me know, and I may pull the trigger and not go back to work. So you guys let me know. Again, thank you so much. My name's Harry, Crypto Vet, and we'll see you in the next one.